Well, hello everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is kind of a part two of my channel that I'm developing here. And I just want to make an announcement that what I'm trying to do here is actual real world boots on the ground research. This isn't a project where you go on the internet and you find a UFO case and then you save as the picture. No, this is actual boots on the ground, talking to witnesses, going to university archives, going to research centers, going to private collections, and actually digging through the file cabinets and pulling out these files. That's what this channel is all about. And I want to thank you for being with me. I hope we can join this channel. I'd really like to do this full time. And it's really a crusade. So I've prepared 3 cases for our presentation today. The first one is from the Wendell Stevens collection. That is the reference for this particular one. And we're talking about Virginia Beach. It's November 6, 1976. Primary eyewitness was in the backyard when she noticed a 5-foot diameter, 5-foot tall, gray-looking bell-shaped UFO. We don't really see a lot of these bell-shaped UFOs. It's kind of uncommon. So in this case, this craft had a red and white blinking light on top, and it was tipped up at about a 20-degree angle so that you could see the bottom of it. And it had kind of like these rectangular sections or windows wrapped around the outer lower circumference of the craft. On the bottom, it had multiple size yellow lights on the bottom. Very unusual. You don't see this very often. And we'll go ahead and move on to the next slide here. And I've done a drawing here which shows you what this craft actually looks like. Again, this is from the Wendell Stevens collection. The craft was rotating counterclockwise. And I've got the dimensions. I've shown you where the light on top was, but I want to make a special announcement. I am offering a $100 cash prize for the first person to correctly identify these strange letters or insignias that were scrolling across the bottom of this craft, like Times Square, where you see these newsreels scrolling across Times Square. That's what it looked like. She said there were letters, some type of wording, but she couldn't figure it out. So I'm offering a $100 cash prize for the first person to correctly identify what these figures mean. Now, it has to have paperwork to back it up. It can't just be a guess. There has to be some kind of verification of where the information came from. When you put that all together, ladies and gentlemen, we're really dealing with some actual factual cases. And just to repeat, what I'm trying to do is I'm really trying to maintain an important part of our national history. I know that the government tries to sweep these cases under the carpet. Anything that was prior to 2004 timeframe, they're trying to make everyone forget about it, but we won't do that because this is a crusade. This is a way of making these cases come alive. We're maintaining an important part of our national history by illustrating these cases that in some times have never been seen before. And I want to invite everyone to join this channel. Hopefully we can grow this channel and really make an impact and preserve our history. So again, thank you very much.
Again, Michael Schratt's rocking the information, guys. The description is below. Show Michael Schratt some love and subscribe to his channel. Now, let's get to the latest UFO videos just into third phase of moon. Buckle up, everybody. Take a look at this. Big news today, Blake. What in the world happened over Mexico? The people over there were stunned. They saw this huge celestial event happening in the night sky. What's going on over there? It seems like we're seeing celestial events around the planet more frequently. Is there an uptick in things falling, even space debris? It seems like it's ramping up. And over there in Mexico, it stayed up in the night sky for quite some time. You just see it streaking and start to break up as it hits our Earth's atmosphere. Is this some sort of space debris or something otherworldly dropping into Mexico? Now that's the big question, right, Brent? What is this? Is it a celestial event, or maybe space junk, like you said, or possibly UFOs being shot down, or maybe something more nefarious, missiles? Who knows what's going on? But I wish NORAD or people in charge would give us a heads up when these kind of events go down. Some people even might blame this on China or Russia, and thus the secret nature and the silent tongue of getting this information out from other foreign adversaries. But there is a threat of these things that could hit us without any kind of notification or any kind of heads up to the public of this phenomenon. So the question is, again, we're looking at this, and people on the ground are pretty shooken up by what they're looking at, and I don't blame them, because I sure would have liked to have been aware if they could give us any kind of forewarning of an event like this. Brent? Yeah, again, this just happened over Mexico, and people were so alarmed, they didn't know what to make of it. Looking at something like this almost has a signature of something more space orientated, something one of ours falling back into the atmosphere.
These videos, they just keep getting better and better. The quality of our cameras, our cell phones, the high res, they shoot in 4K, they shoot in actually 8K. I got a feeling the year 2022 will have the clearest UFO footage from the public ever seen before. Now that being said, let's get to the latest UFO video just into third phase of moon. Guys, I want you to take a close look at this.
Once again, broad daylight sightings of the phenomenon, a disc-shaped object, and I'm liking it too because we get some reference and indication of how large this craft is, and I could say it's some distance beyond the building as it descends behind the rooftops over there, and I'm making out this craft to be at least maybe 20 to 25 feet in length, but I love it the way it kind of tilts there for a second, evens out in its plane, and definitely, again, it's unknown. We're not seeing any kind of indication of drones. In my opinion, this is something peculiar. That's why we're sharing it with you. Brett, quickly, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, you notice a person pulled over to film this event, and we're looking at something, a signature to a flying disc. Look at it. It looks silver, looks metallic, and again, it doesn't move conventionally like a normal drone. This is pretty weird stuff. I like the close-up of it because it kind of reveals the super disc-like shape, the classic. Some people might even say looks like the sports model.
Yep, I would imagine that it could fit, you know, some little extraterrestrial grays in there standing 3 to 4 feet, at least 2 of them. But now let's get to the next UFO submission right here at Third Phase Moon. Guys, take a look at this. It's kind of amazing stuff here. Popocatépetl, the famous volcano that attracts UFOs pretty much weekly, and here's another one, and we're looking at it, and you can see this shock wave that it creates in its display. We're doing a little bit of forward and reverse at the exact moment of this, again, shock wave being seen on the webcam to Mexico. Jaime Maussan and their team over there are keeping a close eye on this location, and we are as well here in America. Brett, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, it seems to just explode with brilliance, and this sharp object pierces right out of it. It's pretty cool. It comes off from the distance and just kind of inflames the whole area, creating some sort of plasma discharge as it kind of just shoots and rockets right out of the situation over there. Popocatépetl is a place of activity that almost happens on a daily basis. It's so wild what's happening down there, and why is it so frequent is a big question.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is just possibly a phenomenon, a celestial event, but natural in its nature. Again, I'm looking at it. I could see this, again, like you say, Brent, a boom, a shockwave. I'd imagine if there was audio on this camera, you would have heard some kind of sonic boom or a charge of energy that would have been captured on the audio device if there was, but unfortunately there isn't. But there is some power behind this, and like we showed you just earlier in this video, things are falling out of the sky from space with no heads up. So here it is once again, and we're looking at it. The discharge on this is quite amazing. I'm digging it, and I think being that it was captured at night really shows the resilience of the blast around this craft, if that's what it is. Big questions here. Is it ours, or is it something otherworldly? That's what we're looking for right here at Third Phase of Moon. Exciting times right here at Third Phase of Moon, receiving the breaking UFO news every day, 24/7, minute to minute, and we're bringing it to you as fast as possible. And let me tell you, there's some exciting things coming up this month. And Brent's here, and he's going to go over some of the crazy information that we received and we're about to release real soon. Take it away, Brent.
Yeah, Blake, this month is getting pretty exciting. We have a lot on the table, and we're going to be dropping the trailer to Above Top Secret real soon. We're just in the final stages and putting some final touches on it. Gotta say, I think you're going to be pretty blown away by what you see here. There's a lot that's going to be going on. We're going to be delving into where the technology comes from and who's making it. Is it ours, or is it something otherworldly? These questions are going to be asked in the movie Above Top Secret, the technology behind disclosure. And who's in it? Well, we got a plethora of players. Dr. Stephen Greer, aviation expert Jim Goodall, including retired FBI agent John D'Souza, and also Michael Schratt, aviation historian. He's coming out with his new YouTube channel, and I suggest everybody go show him some love tonight and go subscribe. He's actually doing a premiere shortly, so go check that out. And Above Top Secret, it's going to be rocking. It's going to be dropping soon. We can't wait for you to see the trailer. So buckle up, everyone.
Exactly, Brent. Exciting times ahead of us right here at Third Phase of Moon. So don't forget to hit that notification bell not to miss out on the breaking UFO news coming into Third Phase of Moon. And guys, in this live premiere, appreciate the support. It really means a lot. And also, don't forget, Michael Schratt. He's got his new YouTube channel open called Blue Room Media. He's breaking down the history of UFOs going back over a century. And he's going to be uploading new episodes on a daily basis for the ongoing future. So again, check out Michael Schratt. And one last thing, I want you guys not to forget that we're not alone. We'll see you next time.
Looking around, thinking it's only you. Only to find we're many more than a few. Where do they lie? How come we seldom see them? Right in between the lines is where they reside. No reason to fear, we know who's here. The narrative falls, trickle through the years on everyone. system. No more lies rolling through the haze. History worth mention. Ancient connections may see us through. Although not easy to say, we're not alone as you may believe. System, no more lies rolling through the haze. History worth mention. We're not alone, as many believe. We're not alone, as many believe.
I hope you guys enjoyed this special episode right here at Third Phase of Moon. And if you enjoyed the music, hey, look, we got the album out. It's called Third Phase of Moon, Behind the Veil. It's streaming on all audio platforms: Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. It's all there. And again, we're going to keep bringing you the UFO videos on a daily basis. We got so much coming in. Buckle up for that, everybody. And make sure you hit that subscription button and the notification bell to be notified when Third Phase of Moon goes live with these premieres. I appreciate everybody in the chat tonight. You guys are rocking it tonight. And that super chat, wow, you guys are very generous. We appreciate you guys and the members who've joined Third Phase of Moon. All you beautiful members out there that have joined us, wow, we appreciate you guys too. We've got a lot of exclusive content for you guys. So let me tell you, a lot of things are happening. We're working on the sequel to Countdown to Disclosure and much, much more. This is Blake Cousins, along with my brother Brent. You guys be safe out there and keep your eyes on the skies. We'll see you next time.
A solid system, no more lies rolling